I was in Sacramento today, and sadly, the Supreme Court of the state of California decided to let a simple majority of the people of California take the rights away from anybody they want. Sadly, justice and equality was not on their agenda. I think that this is a frightening signal for everybody in the state of California. When they can point it at any one group and decide that they don't deserve the same rights as everybody else, it can be pointed at any group.
That's wrong!
And I have to show you my two daughters. Jamie. And our soon-to-be daughter-in-law, Megan. My wife, Lana. And Todd Gloria, the son I never had. But I show you my daughters because I don't know why either one of them would be a threat to anybody in the world. They both want happiness. They both want families. They both want what all of you want, and they want what everybody else wants. The opportunity to be with someone you love and to be married. And that's not something we can give away to anybody. It's not something the Supreme Court can decide. The Supreme Court needs to listen and look at the people involved and see how personal this is for everybody here and for every Californian. We need to continue the fight to make sure equality hits every community in San Diego.
The whole way in my high heels today. I'm very saddened today that the Supreme Court did not overturn Prop 8. However, I'm here with all of you, and I know that we will get full equality. And that is, we will all be treated equally because we're all family and we're here today to fight for our rights.
Hi, everybody. Are you fired up? Listen, rights are not ever taken. We have to earn this right. Are you fired up? See those hands in the air. As dark as this day is, I don't want you to lose sight of the fact that 18,000 couples in this state are married today. They were married last year, they're married right now, they're going to be married next year too, and when we all get married, we're going to join them in the ranks of equal citizens in this state. I have never been prouder of my community than I am right now. You all look so wonderful. I love each and every one of you. Stay with us in this fight. We will earn this right. We are equal citizens under the law, and we will earn that at the ballot box. Thank you all so much.
Our next speaker dedicates every day to building, supporting, and defending our community. Please welcome to the podium the Chief Executive Officer of the San Diego LGBT Center, Dr. Dolores Jacobs.
I hope you all got a chance to look around. If you didn't, look around. There are, I don't know, 5,000 to 10,000 people who love justice here today. who loves freedom and fairness, was stunned and outraged by our Supreme Court. In fact, in the first moments after the decision, Facebook was silent for 45 seconds. Now, I see you shaking your head. I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my God, what has happened? You could feel the collective pain and grief that once again we were told we are not free in the land of freedom. Our hopes and our love are not worthy in the great state that swears it's a live and let live state. It was like November 5th all over again. And then you could feel the pain give way to the white-hot anger. Do you feel that anger today? It's a rage for 70,000 California children who are growing up in loving same-sex homes, who had to be told this morning that their families are not equal in this state. It's a disbelief that every non-majority group has now a new reason to fear, because it only takes 4% of friends, neighbors, and total strangers who don't know anything about your faith, your life, and your commitment to love to strip away your fundamental freedoms. That's what happened in California today. But born out of that anger and that grief is a new generation of civil rights activists and leaders who cannot and will not stand by and watch California turn back the clock on civil rights. Now, we've been called a lot of names in this campaign and in this fight, but one of them rings powerfully true today. We are indeed the most dangerously dedicated and determined group in recent history. And we intend to make that description mild. Today, the commitment of every major civil rights figure and group in California as they called us to the work of another election, a ballot measure to overturn aid. And whether it is 2010 or 2012, San Diego will answer that call. Ground zero in this fight in California, and that may be true. But I know the soul of San Diego. We may be moderate, even sometimes conservative, but San Diegans believe in justice. And they will listen to the voices that call them to that justice, and it is your voices that will issue that call. You'll invite them to dialogue no matter how uncomfortable. You're going to help them understand this call to freedom. So whether you're a veteran of hundreds of freedom battles or a newly energized, committed soldier in the fight, whether you're a Republican, a Democrat, or a committed decline-to-stater, whether you're a member of the business community or a proud, loyal member of labor, whether you're a member of Families for Equality, members of the communities of color, or you stand for environmental justice, and most particularly, if you are a member of the 2,500 congregations that stood with us as